I've only just replaced the cassette, broken spoke. Oh dear, I'll have to remove this again so as I can get this out. So once again, I have to remove the cassette, and we're back to now taking out this spoke, wherever it is. Just passing it out through there, through the hole. As I bent it, I could ride home. Terrific. It was a great ride I had, everything perfect. And then I must have hit something, a branch or something, sprung into the wheel, and that's what broke my spoke. Spoke too soon. I thought, what a great ride. Right, the tyre is off, but it looks like I've got to get this internal. Oh, that's all right, just lifts up. Pull it out of the way. Get this out. It can be unscrewed. There you go. Right, as you can see, that end's threaded. So the new one will be the same. Just tying it onto the end. Interesting. I think the best thing then is to measure one of the existing ones as precisely as possible. Right. 28 centimeters or 280 millimeters is probably about the right length, but just to allow a few millimeters more because it's got a screw in. So let's say 283. 283. It seems to be a standard length 282 millimeters, so that's okay. Right. Next we need to. We also need to measure the wire. 2 millimeter. So 2 millimeter by 282. It's unbelievable. The first ride I do after I've changed the sprocket set. So I had a nice new sprocket set, all fitted. Yes, it was beautiful and the cycle ride was perfect. But can you believe it? My first ride, new sprocket set, and the spoke gets snapped. And this is just the first ride, just on the way back. Everything was perfect. So consequently, I've had to replace the spoke. So it would have to be on the same side as the cassette, the new cassette. So consequently, that's all had to come off, and a new spoke has been put on order. Hopefully that will fit. All the measurements are right, so when I get it, we'll fit it, and hopefully that'll be the end of it. Bad luck. Right, having learned that the spokes can get broken, I recommend that when you put your gear back on, and you put your locking nut back on here, that this time we don't over tighten. I think I might have gone a bit too mad at it. You don't need to put a lot of strength into it. So I think just a, quarter turn, and that's enough. And that's locked. I did notice that on the last video that I needed to have this way round, which makes it a bit better protection for the teeth, and then you can put more force when you come to release the locking nut, and that worked better, and that way it's an easier job. Just a tip. The way to lace these spokes is to look at the hub, and where on the inside they go, if we look at one that's already attached, on the inside they go under and then they go over and attach. So that's on the inside. So that's the one we want to change. So it goes under and over and then attaches. Great. We have the wheel. Now we've got the spokes, key and nipples, so we're able to go. So let's get on with it. So the question is, how do you get from here, that's the straight, you want to get from here to here. Right, the only way to get this spoke in here is to push it in from the left through to the right and bend it past this disc. Then with enough force you can push it through. Right, pull the tape back and you can push this in, and then we can join it. Right, I've taped it so as I know which one, and we tighten it. Start with. And we'll see where we go with that. Now we've got to put back the famous sprocket set. As before, we tighten it, but not as before. We only give it a little bit of tightness. When putting the tube and tire back on, make sure you've got the direction of travel right for the right side of the wheel. That's correct with the sprockets on the other side. Right, giving it a bit of tightness. But very slight movement. I think the job's done. I think we've got to try it. That's the only way. Test it. Now it's absolutely super. Anyway, happy riding. Cheers.